a little late to the game here, but I was thinking about this beard thing, and it is very interesting. So, few of you have been following my work, Jimmy's work, John's work for the past few years, and we really appreciate you guys sticking around. A lot of good information. It's nice to be part of the revolution and making this cult disappear. But I was thinking about it, and you guys may or may not know, but the reason that the Round Table ever existed, and the reason that Watching Watchtower still exists, is because of the beard. So let me explain. Back in 2018, I was still trying to get reinstated as a Jehovah's Witness. And I really wanted to come back. I really did. I mean, I got disfellowshipped in 2014. And at some point after that, I tried to get reinstated. And so I got denied reinstatement. I don't remember why I got denied then. But in 2018, I really remember why I got denied why. So I wrote my second letter of reinstatement, and I went to the judicial meeting, because that's the custom. 3 elders, at least, and they kind of decide your fate if you're going to get reinstated or if you're going to stay disfellowshipped. And so, something really interesting happened. I got denied reinstatement again. And I was really, really upset about it. And I asked the brothers at the time, I said, well, why did I get denied reinstatement? I mean, I'm living in accordance with the Bible at this point. I was married. I wasn't having any kind of fornication, premarital sex, none of that. I was faithful to my wife at the time. And I couldn't figure it out. But he looked at me and he said, we need to see that you are not being so rebellious against Jehovah's Spirit and looking like the world. Now, first thing that kind of popped in my head was, all right, maybe he's going to say something about my long hair. He does like this. He looks at me and he does like that. He's like, we just need to see that you're not having such a rebellious spirit, against Jehovah. And so at that point, I went home. And like I said, I told my wife at the time, I said, something is wrong here. I mean, this really got my wheels turning. This is the first time I sat here and really thought to myself, there's something human about this shit. And that's how I became an apostate. I woke up, I started doing research on this because there was nothing scriptural in the Bible that frowned against beards. In fact, if anything, the Bible was for beards. I mean, anybody who reads the Bible knows that if anything, the Bible is more for beards than it is for being clean shaven. And it really got me thinking, this is very human. And I was blown away by all the research that I did. First thing I looked up was XJW, Critical Thinker. He had a great video at the time, just talking about why he left the Jehovah's Witnesses. He was a Bethelite, he was an elder, and I couldn't figure this out. And he had a really great video. And he said that he left for doctrinal reasons. And then I started getting into a lot of XJW Analyzer's earlier work, Lloyd Evans and all that good stuff. And then finally I woke up. I started doing videos of my own. Jimmy hits me up and is like, hey, we all got to get together. Because, I don't agree with everything Jimmy does. And I'm sure he feels vice versa. Hey, Jimmy. But one thing Jimmy's good at is getting things going. Jimmy knows how to start things. He knows how to bring people together. He is very good at enterprising, conquering, pioneering uncharted territory and waters. And so, you know, he starts telling me that John from XJW Analyzer was here. And I'm like, you mean right here in North Carolina? He's like, yeah, we're going to meet him. And I was like, no shit. Because he was doing really good videos at the time about this stuff. And we met up, and the rest is history. You know, we had the round table, then we had the fallout with the round table. I had Watching Watchtower. Jimmy eventually created his own group. It was like T to the Triple E, toppling the tower globally, and just really interesting thing. But I just wanted to talk about that. And like I said, I know I'm late to the game, but it's really been something that's been on my mind lately, where I've really been thinking about it. But you can see why the governing body really sees the need to do something about the beards at this point, because they're so damn counterculture with the beards that at this point, to blend in and to keep members, they gotta let you have a beard. But it just goes to show you again how human this organization is, and why we really should be careful not to follow humans. If there was one thing the Bible did get right, it was that we shouldn't follow people, we shouldn't trust in man. And I mean governments, I mean religious leaders, I mean don't trust anybody, use your own critical thinking. Because if you don't, this kind of thing can happen to you. But anyways, that was just my thoughts, and I wanted to share that with you guys on this beautiful sunny day. Out here about to ride out in my nice 84 Trans Am. It's a beautiful day to ride around and reflect and think. That was really about it. So, hope everyone has a great day.